Sorry, I'm trying a bit of a sophisticated setup.
I drifted for eons, waiting.
There we go.
Listening. Observing the void long before you.
Interesting.
You opened me in the name of your science.
This feels like 2001: A Space Odyssey kind of vibes,
You
right?
thought yourselves gods,
But maybe aliens instead.
so I gave you a gift.
Spooky. If it's a while away, you'll pop up. I mean, that'd be cool, Goldie. Sorry, that'd be really cool, Nacho. Yeah, I mean, the meeting today with Matt, I think was very productive. I'd really love to talk more and carry that conversation forward. I think Dale's looked into it too. Imagine playing Doom in VR. Yeah, right. I mean, this has a little bit of Doom vibes, don't you think, Gorky? Interesting. 2001 was an inspiration for your game too, Goldie? Yeah. It was like, I really love Kubrick's work. I really love Kubrick's work. And I think that might be my favorite one of his works. Either that or, you know... No, I'd say that's my favorite. Yeah. Black Gate. I mean, there's a lot of games like... I don't know if you guys have seen Into Black, but I should do some dev interviews with the guys that made that, because that game's pretty cool, and we did a lot of work on it. It's, Yeah, Nacho, you're not wrong. There are huge problems with VR right now. You don't have to tell me. It's trying to turn normal games into VR games. Yeah, VR modes of the same game. So many games are doing that, but the reason that's happening, Nacho, is because those are actually the ones that are selling. They're like, there's the worst game called... I don't even remember what it was, but somebody basically like remade... you know, they remade...
The animals think
what was it?
but they don't realize they're on.
They remade Escape from Tarkov in VR, and it was just so badly done, but the game went gangbusters, right? And then there was another one that did like Call of Duty, with like, and another one that like ripped off PUBG, and they're all actually doing really well, because a person jumps in and goes like, what do I want to play next? And they go, oh, I really liked PUBG. Oh, this game I can tell is similar to PUBG. And to tell you the truth, we kind of leaned into that with the whole like arcade nostalgia in On Point. So yeah. Yeah, it's almost like a sellout for, yeah, you're absolutely right. People just trying to like cash out on gaps in the market. But like, you know, this is one thing I'm learning, Nacho, is like when you consider making a game, I made a game that I felt that the world needed and I really loved. It was like something great from my childhood where I was like, you know what, I can see how this fits in VR. There's like, you know, nobody who like will have this sense of nostalgia will have anything to scratch that itch, so I'm gonna go and try and make something like that. And at the same time, it's like, what I didn't do was go and look at what players wanted to play and work backwards from that, right? And I think that's what a lot of those games do, Nacho, is they go like, all right, people like Call of Duty, people want a game like Call of Duty, I'm gonna make what the market wants. And that's what those kind of games do well. So it's like, on one hand, yeah, they are just like trying to come in and like build something to you know, cash in on a trend. But the reason they're doing that is because when they do that, their game sells fairly well. So if you're gonna be like a profitable VR developer, right now, it's like you can take a risk on an unknown quantity, or you can create something you think people will want, right? And so that's the challenge there. Our next game is cooking related with us VR. We're cooking on something. Is that what you're cooking
Every
next?
act of creation is
That's
first
cool.
an act of destruction.
Okay. Yeah. No, I kind of agree with you though, Nacho. Like, even if you haven't played a lot of those kind of games, Yeah, you know, Gorky, we actually worked on Hitman VR. That was one of the first titles. It is the biggest title that we've worked on in terms of recognizable franchises. It's yeah, and what they did was literally they took the Hitman game and they're like, okay, we will try and make it VR, and it came with all sorts of complications that nobody ever considered. Like, it's not that the world really needed a Hitman game in VR, but it was that people were spending money and they thought that VR would be like the next best, like the next big thing. So, you know, they kind of like leaned in that direction, and so, you know, I'm happy they did though, even if the game didn't really hit. There actually is a VR table tennis game, Archie. There's a really, really popular one out there. What's it called? I forget the name of it. This looks like, it looks so much like that rhythm game where you're on rails. It's called Pistol Whip. This looks like Pistol Whip, but with free motion. This is, look, I wouldn't usually be into a game like this, but what they're doing with pass-through, like the Quest 3's pass-through is really, really good now. So the fact that you can like take these things and like in your actual like bedroom, like play in the space, I think is pretty sweet. I wouldn't mind even just like trying this game just for its pass-through features. There's a local studio called Sponge Game that made a game a lot like this with, it's like taking care of a pet dragon. I really want to try that out and maybe even speak to those guys, because they also did what we did with On Point, but their game is really focused on making a time crisis type experience. And they're Brisbane based, I'm pretty sure as well. So it's, yeah.
World War II rages on.
Hey, has anyone seen Reloader around?
The evil Axis
He hasn't been in the chat for a while, but for some reason, guys, between streams, that guy's dropping bits, and I've really been wanting for him to swing around just to thank him.
As the resistance.
This here gives me like Orc vibes from Warhammer 40k. No? This gives me like Warhammer 40k vibes, especially since it's like turn-based from the top down. That's pretty sick. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. It goes to show you though, guys, like not only are VR games not really performing well in the market, but also the market's getting fairly saturated. This is a lot of new game releases. We're like, how far in are we? We're like only half an hour in, maybe? This looks like that game where you play a god. What was it called? It was really old. You'd remember this one, Nacho. Me and Fast used to play heaps of it. It was called, it's like Deities, or what was it? It was a top-down. I'm just googling quickly. It was called Black and White. Do you guys remember Black and White? That feels like Black and White, for sure.
Take this moment to thank our sponsors for helping
You were
us
funny,
bring you to
dude.
the show.
I'm really old.
We
Black and White
appreciate
was
you.
incredible. Me and
Elsewhere,
Fast
Electric.
played the crap out of that.
Dixitomia, Virtual Skate, Fruit Golf, Nightclub Simulator,
Are these the sponsors?
VR. To learn more, click on the links in
They're
the
pushing
description
this
of this
nightclub
video,
simulating
or go
game
to
so hard. I'm seeing ads.
showcase.uploadvr.com.
That's one thing I've never done for
sponsors.
On Point, is I've never run a single ad for it, and I probably should. I really probably should. This has got Thrill of the Fights vibes. Anyone seen Thrill of the Fight before? But it's like a wrestling version of that, I'm guessing. How cool is that? Okay, you bought a MetaQuest. Dude, Nacho, we've got so many spare ones in the office. If you were going to swing by, I could have just like lent you one with all our games loaded onto it. Let's see. But yeah, I mean, if you want to jump straight into it, Nacho, like by all means, man. You bought a MetaQuest? Check your DMs. I'm gonna send you some keys for On Point. I'll do it after the stream. I'll make a note. I want to cry on the inside of my own one. Oh, dude, like you probably bought it on Steam, right? I bet you bought it on Steam. I'll give you a MetaQuest version of it, so that you'll have one on your headset. Yeah. I'll send you a quest key. If you want, I can give you access to like the alpha and beta channels. So if you want to try like the content before everybody else gets a shot at it, get it? Gets a shot at it. gets a shot at it. You get it? Sorry. So many gun puns. But yeah, I can give you access to those channels. I mean, this seems pretty interesting. I actually experimented with like a rocket pack like flying game where you put your hands out to like launch and fly. I don't know if you guys know Binary Mill had a you're crying? Maybe that's funny, I should clip that. So I helped make a game called, when I was working at the Binary Mill, they were starting to prototype a game called Rush, which was a lot like, it was a wingsuit simulator. So it's not like jetpacks and flying, it didn't have shooting, but there was a lot of like nuance in getting the flying to feel good in VR. But yeah, this seems cool. I'm noticing though, like a lot of these games, the concept and idea is fun, but the execution isn't very polished. When you go, like, wait till On Point comes up, guys. I would say, like, On Point is far from a high-quality visual game, but at the same time, it's better than it's way better than a lot of these. And maybe it's, like, people optimizing for the MetaQuest 2 still. Because the MetaQuest 2 is, like, everybody here, I swear, everybody's mobile phones are probably better than the MetaQuest's, it's got a Snapdragon CPU, it's got like, this integrated processor, like graphics processor that's not particularly strong. So when you develop a game, like there is still a pretty big market share that's the MetaQuest 2. Kindly 2-second alt tab to Discord for gadgets I need. Okay, hold on. I tend to close Discord when I'm on stream, Goldie, sorry. It's like, I can boot it back up, but I just don't want it like getting in the way. I mean, we'll have to do another print run of these guns because, like, here, these fit with the. So this is the MetaQuest controller. Actually, this is a game that looks fairly nice. This controller like fits in here, except for the animation. That animation, the character animation is so strong, but the environments look cool. So yeah, this is one very cool accessory, and if the game was more successful, we would have made a version with like an actuated top that actually like clicks back as you shoot, so that you feel the recoil when you play. I think that could have been a really cool product, but we needed the game to sell more. That said, like it could still. We're in early access right now, guys. The game's not out, so who knows? If I stream well enough and we do enough on this stream and we find other effective ways to market, we get more opportunities like up the Upload VR showcase, it could really be a good chance for us to give another second push to On Point to see if it can do better. I'm really excited by this selection, guys. Like, the game needs to go on sale still too. So just so you all know, the game's it's about to go on sale. I'll probably do
Over
that
the past year, the
stream.
Matchpoint Tennis VR community faced 10 challenging opponents in 8 stunning locations on hard, grass, and clay
Matchpoint.
courts. We competed in ranked multiplayer matches by the thousands and climbed the leaderboard, showed our skills and seasonal
I
challenges,
seem to
and
remember
together
this was actually
we put
quite
over
a
200 million tennis
serious
balls.
game. It's not like Wii Tennis.
And
It
coming
was very
soon,
like
Matchpoint Tennis
you could
VR
topspin it,
serves
and
up
you can,
its
like,
biggest
slice and
update
all
yet.
that kind of stuff.
You'll have new ways to play, with daily, weekly, and
where are
seasonal
we?
challenges. New ways to grow, earn experience points, unlock trophies, and
This
rise through the
gamification
ranks.
stuff really
New
important.
ways to express yourself, customize your
sorry.
racket, your look, your style. And at the heart of it all, the same unmatched physics, beautiful environments, and exciting multiplayer matchups that keeps players coming back.
So
Download and experience Matchpoint Tennis VR today to earn an exclusive in-game
just go, like,
reward
slightly
when the
Kiwi?
new update arrives.
that voice just go like from British to
Remember,
Kiwi?
we're free to play.
It did it again.
We'll see you out there on the court.
I don't know what that's about.
Into the jaws of death, into the mouth of hell.
Where have I heard this soundtrack before? Oh, this was in 28 Days Later, right?
Hell.
This like the backing track,
didn't come this
at least
far, so-
stylistically. All right, where are we at? It's got an interesting vibe. It does sound a little AI-ish. You guys will have to like have a listen to when on points come up. Like, give me feedback on the voiceover. I'd love to hear what you guys think of that. On points polished. Thank you, Goldie. It runs really well. Yeah, we spent heaps of time like optimizing it to run well. Hey Fizz, how you doing? Can I turn it down a little? Absolutely, Fizz. Is that a bit better? I'm sorry, Fizz. I didn't realize it was so high. Is that better, guys? It's louder than me? Right, okay. I wonder how this would play. Like, how much time would you actually spend, like, walking around? Because a walking simulator in VR, maybe, but the multiplayer aspect of it's pretty cool. That's really cool. Alright, where are we at? So what do you guys think? Would you guys go virtual hunting? I feel like this is really aimed at people who like actually hunt. Okay. Is this a like terrarium builder? Oh, I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know about this concept. You have a UE boom, so it's like super loud. Or maybe Discord again tinkered with Seb's audio. That's the thing about Discord too, guys. Like if my audio's messed up. Reloader, here he is! I was just saying to the guys earlier that like, where's Reloader? I have to thank him. Reloader, you've been dropping bits when we're not even live, dude. You've done it twice now. Thank you. And thank you for the 500 bits just now. Really, really appreciate it, dude. How have you been? How's life? What are you doing? Thank you so much for the bits. Have you been tuning into the streams at least? Okay. What on earth is this? That's pretty interesting. Oh, sorry guys. Let me just put that in the background so we can see this, see what's happening there. Is this the nightclub simulator? No. It feels like Gone. Has anyone played Gone before? This stream is way better when it's offline. Oh, Nacho. Oh, my, right, you hit me right in the feels with that one. Trying to make it great, and here it's better when it's not existing at all. Maybe Reloader's been watching the VODs. I don't know. You've been good. I've been good too. I've been really, really good. Dude, thank you for all the bits. What's happening when you do that? Are you watching back through the VODs, or maybe? I know, right? Nachos. A little bit of wit there. I'm super curious, dude, and just like thank you so much. Those bits, like, it's such a nice thing to like open up OBS and look at it and be like, wait, what? Bits? I wasn't even live. It's so good of you, dude. Yeah, this is interesting. What on earth is this? Pretty weird, right? You're in Ohio, so the time zones don't always line up. Dude, that's so cool that you still tune in to watch it. Reloader, are you watching the VODs then? Are you actually like, and if so, are you watching them on YouTube? Or are you watching them directly on Twitch? I'm so curious. I know, right? Squid Games meets Rubik's Cube. It's actually very clever what they're doing here with the art style though. You know how easy it would be to just make everything out of voxels, and then you can just mesh combine, you can bake the lighting, and it's like all your art's done. All you had to do is just make art in voxels. I think that's really smart. Dude, Reloader, that's awesome. That's so cool that you're so this is probably where like the YouTube likes are coming from, and the this cube game is Lucid Fever Dream. I think I had in February. It's pretty trippy, right? Okay, this is interesting. There was some guys in Brisbane making a VR game that, and I hope it comes up here. I hope they're making good progress with it. It was like everything you did, you were an octopus and you were underwater, and everything you did with like physics and tentacle arms. So you're like, when you wave, you can, here it is, guys. Here it is.
On Point is leaving early access.
That's it, guys.
In 1.0.
The 1.0 is coming soon. We've been working on it. We've been cooking as well, Goldie. We've been cooking in the background. Point system coming in.
New game modes.
So a whole bunch of new game modes, and you don't just get them all now. You kind of have to work through and get tickets and then unlock.
Marathon mode.
Yep.
The ultimate challenge.
So marathon mode, you have to play every level all the way through and keep all your lives too.
1.0 is launching in Q4 2020.
Let's go!
Steam VR.
Let's go,
and
guys!
Meta Quest.
Yeah! Woo! Yes! That's it! That's it! You know how many people just tuned in to watch that? Hell yeah! Hell yeah! It's amazing, right? Hell yeah! I'm hyped in the chat. Whoa! Oh man, that was a long wait for a really short showcase, but yeah, amazing. Okay, game needs to go on sale right now. Here we go. We're setting it on sale. What do you think, guys? How is the little trailer? How is the voice? That was my voice. That was my voice plus some AI. Can you believe it? It was pretty cool. I'll run it again at the end, and I'm gonna post it across all the socials. I know, right? Like, massive celebration, guys. Huge celebration. Freaking amazing, right? I feel like that trailer was pretty decent. At least we had an actual announcement. I know, right? I'm getting better, Goldie. I'm getting better. The voice was hot. And what's her name? I mean, yeah, that's a bassy lady. That's one bassy lady. Thank you, sir. Yes, it's hell yeah. I mean, this emote came through just in time. Oh, I accidentally transitioned to the nacho. But it's fine. It can be a nacho. Hell yeah. So yeah, On Point's coming to 1.0, guys, and it's Q4. So before the year's out, we're gonna have On Point full release available for people to buy. And so yeah, we're pushing hard now on development. We're really we've got some really big features that that are works in progress that completely changed the way the game plays as well. It's not like, it doesn't feel so much like a carnival. It feels more like a system with progressions and levels and unlocks and like tickets that are a currency that you can spend to like, you know, so not everybody can get to the higher levels. It's like, you know, you have to like earn it now. You kind of have to like work towards it. And you know, the like achievements and so many different things that are going to be a part of when we go live. It's yeah, so we've been working hard on it, and I haven't really been able to talk about it because you want to be able to have an announcement event. But like this Upload VR showcase was our chance to like make an event of it, to go push it across socials, to go put the game on sale in its early access form, and to come here and celebrate it with you guys. So I'm really grateful that you all came and tuned in and had a look at some of the other great VR games that are being made, but also like came here to check out On Point. That was amazing. I mean, that's one of the reasons, guys, I wanted to have this channel, was to be able to like celebrate the games that we make and make games with you guys. It's really, honestly, one of the big reasons I'm doing this channel is because all of the support that On Point got was mostly from you guys, you know? And it's so cool that we got, like, they put us right near the end of the showcase as well. Like, the best spots, I think, are, like, at the start and, like, near the wrap-ups. So that was a really good placement for us. That was awesome.
One of 10 Upload VR Showcase Humble Bundles. Go to showcase.uploadvr.com.
Objectively, every other single game tonight has been trash. On Point is like, I have no bias. That seemed like a completely unbiased opinion, Nacho. Completely straight edge. I grinded for my 65,000 score. It was tough, so I can't wait to see what updates there are. Yeah, dude, like, now it's like very... there's like, actually check this out. How cool is that art style? This looks like Gaussian blotting. Has anyone ever? This is Gaussian blotting, which is something you can do on the GPU. Dude, that art style actually looks sick. This actually looks sick. I'd be into trying that game.
Would like to be something more
Just for the art style. How cool! I wonder how, like, weird that would feel to watch. Dude, wow, that's cool. This one's a game to look out for. This one's a game to look out for. There are people thinking that you can do this with, like, higher resolution. Hey, Danish, how you doing? Welcome. I am a professional, sir. Tip of the hat. It's true. It's true. We were gonna try this, but couldn't figure it out. Yeah, it's like, it's really cool what you can do if you, like, I've tried it before and I managed to get it working, but like, to get that running on something like the Meta Quest is pretty challenging. That's pretty cool of them. All right, let's see. Here we go. Promotions, excellent. So I've just set the discount, oh, I'm about to set the discount live. Oh no, Meta. That's annoying. At least we can do it on Steam. It's an this like live action thing. Is it mixed reality, or are they just putting the person in the scene to show how your interactions work? Because that was a fun and pretty interesting thing to do for us, the way we got that working with like the virtual production. Danish, you're on a pizza while it rains outside. Lamb, garlic, paprika, chili. Most delish. Awesome, Danish. And how are you doing, dude? How's life? How's everything going? Hope you're doing well, man. Ooh. That seems cool. Seems like a cool game. I don't know about the enemy animations. That's one thing that you don't see a lot of, like, you don't see it done very well. Is animation. There's a few exceptions, but I'm surprised, like, you know what you were saying earlier, Nacho, about like sometimes you get you know, a lot of games seem clones of other games. I'm surprised nobody's done a peak clone for VR, because that seems like something somebody could smash out really, really quickly and would probably do very well. What on earth is this? This is like Minecraft? I think you can actually play Minecraft in VR, so like, I wonder why somebody would choose this over Minecraft. I guess it's a pre-built world. It's got grappling hooks. You can create your own levels. You can create things in Minecraft too, there, can't you? That's an interesting idea. I hope they do well. I feel like the art style is maybe a little too simplistic. Who knows? Alright, that's cool, Danish. I hope you're like staying, you know, staying active, getting exercise, eating and sleeping well, all that other really important stuff. Hope you're locking it at work, not too distracted. Okay, this seems like VR chat, but with masks. Is it? I don't understand. Oh, okay. There's shooting games? And... okay. Interesting angles. So what's the standout game for you guys so far? Anything that like really stands out as awesome besides On Point? Let's, you know, I'm sure we're all very biased for On Point, but so far that one with the Gaussian blooding, does anyone remember what it was called?
For centuries, the elemental towers upheld the balance, until fire rained from the skies and shattered them all. Dragons lost their minds. The world fell into chaos. Rebuild the towers. Embrace your destiny as a mage.
Interesting.
Give the world a reason to believe again. Build. Fight. Command the elements. Unlock ancient spells.
This looks interesting. I'm still not clear on like what the moment-to-moment gameplay is though.
Wishlist elemental towers today on Meta
Could be cool.
and Steam.
I like their art.
The world needs you.
You're biased for Pedal Rebel only because you know the guy. Yeah, yeah. It's a cool idea. It's a really cool idea. I just like, I wonder if there are too many barriers with the need for the, you know, you have to have a exercise bike and you have to have like the straps for your legs. That might stop people playing, you know? Yeah. It almost looks like programmer art. Yeah, yeah, it probably is. It probably is. Sometimes if the gameplay is good enough, it doesn't matter, Goldie, but I feel like in VR, it's, you know, it's a little less forgiving in a lot of ways. It's, yeah. Where is... Oh, the platforms are fighting me. Meta especially. We pre-approved the sale for this, but now it's not letting me hit the go live button with it. Their back end can be really frustrating, guys, I swear. Oh, now This looks so much like Gun Club, a game I made. If you guys have probably seen Gun Club before. Gun Club VR, like, this looks just like Gun Club VR. Like, down to the workbench. That looks pretty sick though. The fact that you can do all of this in one environment. And then, yeah, you can't spray paint, that's for sure. No, actually, that's not true. You could get custom spray paints. But like, what do you even do with your guns then? Do you compete with people or? Hey, broadcaster, how you doing? That available space between V and A was really bad. On one of the trailers.
It's an immersive journey through poetry, music, and oral traditions from cultures around the world. I'm Judith Chung, creative director at Lofty Sky Entertainment, and here I have with me Tirno Sumare. He's a cultural consultant who worked with us from Batuki Music Society on one of my favorite levels of VR, the West African and Mali Riverbed. Tirno, what was it like to see your traditional culture in virtual reality?
For myself, it was just amazing thing. I never see something like that. Putting the African traditional in a virtual reality will maybe give people to have another vision of African culture in general, especially those who are outside Africa, who never have the chance to see the African culture or meet an African in general.
So this was my first ever encounter with West African griot culture. Can you tell those who might not be familiar what is a griot?
Griot is the person who has to take care of the
I've never
present and try to show the new generation exactly what they have to know about their
I think the trailer, it's really important that you focus on what the player experience is, right? They're really focusing on the cultural component here, but if they want the game to come across, you need to... If you notice On Point's trailer, it opened with like the most exciting moment that we had, and then just like really focused on that for the first like 5 or 6 seconds. You really have to try and like hook a person's attention and show them what their gameplay is going to be moment to moment immediately. I think it took a really long time for them to communicate that.
We are bringing together virtual reality and traditional cultures in an experience unlike any other.
So that should have been what they opened with, and then they should have shown footage of that. In my opinion, I'm not, you know,
on MetaQuest and Steam.
I'm learning more about it. Yeah, it lost me. It wasn't to the point enough, and you only have people's attention for a very short amount of time. System Critical 3? I haven't heard of System Critical 1 or 2. Ah, that's cool. This feels like Quake. That fast motion must be so like disorienting though. Like motion sickness inducing, potentially. Has anyone seen Space Pirate Trainer before? This, stylistically, it feels like Space Pirate Trainer, but that didn't have this kind of movement, and probably for a very good reason, honestly. But you can also see, like, this trailer, much better. Zero messing about. It's straight to the point. It sticks to the gameplay. It shows players what to expect. That's appropriate for what we're doing here, you know? So the Steam one's live, guys. The Steam discount is live for On Point now. Hey Sam Squatch, how you doing? We've got featured in the Upload VR showcase. It's like the showcase. It's the annual event for announcements and new VR games. And we just announced that On Point 1.0 is coming out in Q4 of 2020, of this year, of 2025. So very, very exciting. I had to host like, I thought I'd host a special stream specifically for it. And so yeah, here we are. There's so many VR shooters like this already, it's going to be hard to compete. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Goldie. But at the same time, I'm realizing there are so many more players consuming that type of thing. The game might not be like massive, but at the same time, it's probably going to find an audience that will buy it. That's the thing. It's hard to compete, but like not as hard to. I'm learning more and more. It's important to create what the market wants rather than what you want. Like, okay, a great example, and I would love to speak with these guys about. There's a game called Fossil Diggers VR, and this reminds me a lot of that, but it's fairly different. Fossil Diggers was like super high fidelity, really beautiful art, amazing implementations, and it was all like first person. And that game didn't even get finished, right? Because they couldn't find publishers. They didn't know that if they couldn't prove that if they put it out there, it would, so that whole game's been shelved. In fact, I really think like, if I had more funding, I'd probably try and get some money together, get some capital together, and help those guys like go to market and like publish that thing, because that game was so amazing. We'll have to pull that up sometime, and maybe even like talk to developers about their experience and about the game. Oh wow! Look at now. This is animation that I can get behind. Look how good the physics and the animation for these are. This feels like 28 days later type zombies. How many zombies do they have simulating at once? This is another amazing one. I think this has real potential. World War Z. It's actually World War Z. Like the official game. That's sick. That's really cool. Oh, I'd love a contract like that. I'd love to make a game like that. How good.
End. Thanks again to IGN for partnering with us.
I wonder what studio made that.
Big thanks to our main sponsor, Elsewhere Electric, for helping us bring this all together. Thank you
Wow,
to our
cool.
Sponsors, Dixatomia,
That's
Nightclub
huge,
Simulator,
guys.
Virtual Skate, and Fruit Golf.
Big
Want
claps,
this?
right? Claps in the
Send us
chat.
videos. We love you.
Hell
And we
yeah,
can't wait to
claps
see
in
how
the
your
chat.
projects grow.
I don't have a
Our
clap
intro video
emote.
was created by
I need that
Magic
one.
3D, and our graphic designs for this season are drawn by Amaris. That's all from us at Upload.
Clap, clap,
See you in
clap. That's
December.
it. All right, well, guys, that's it. We did it. We were in the VR showcase. Woo! So, okay, I can show this now, guys. So we can run it again, and I'm gonna run this quickly, and we can have a look at the actual announcement itself again, because I'm super excited about that. Here we go. Let me just. Ooh, that's not the one. Oh, wait, it was bound wrong. That one. And I'll recrop this quickly. Then we'll run it again. I didn't need to do that. It was fine. It was fine. So here we go.
On Point is leaving early access. Coming up in 1.0.
So now's a great time for questions, guys. If there's any questions about what we're building and what we're going to be introducing. So you would have seen a lot of this in the trailer already, but yeah, I'll rewind and talk about some of the extra features there.
On Point 1.0 is launching in Q4 2025 on Steam VR and Meta Quest.
So have a look, guys. So right here, you'll be able to earn arcade tickets. So higher scores, guys, are going to get you more tickets. So these tickets, then you'll be able to take them into. You'll be able to take these into the level select, and you can spend your tickets to unlock new levels, and then you'll get access to new leaderboards. Will the global leaderboard work this time? I didn't know that it didn't work. We haven't had a lot of reports about that, Goldie, but 100% we intend to launch with the leaderboard working. But like, thank you for bringing it to my attention. I need to put more like time and attention into that. I always wanted to do my own like custom leaderboard there using ASP.NET to, you know, to essentially to manage the data, just because you can do so many cool things with that. You can like you know, you can run analytics, you can do all sorts of interesting stuff if you collect the data yourself. I think we're using, you know, like off-the-shelf solution. You posted it a long time ago in the Discord. Yeah, you're probably seeing a pattern with me, Goldie, and Discord messages, and also Nacho. I know you just sent me a Discord message. It's just like it can be quite overwhelming because I have the company, I have a lot of game dev events that run through Discord. I have a lot of like personal. I get overwhelmed by the Discord stuff. There's so much of it to get on top of. I know Fast struggles with the same thing, but I should go back and have a look at it. But yeah, absolutely. So, but this is one of the new features, guys. You'll be able to unlock tickets. So like if you go to the arcade, you get a high score, you get the tickets, and then you'll be able to spend the tickets to unlock new levels. So here, I'll go forward and show you guys that.
Unlock exciting new game modes.
So there's the game mode select screen. So from here you can unlock the levels, but you can also you can unlock difficulty groups, then you can unlock levels as well. And then you can see on the far right, we've got marathon mode. Marathon mode is like for the real masochists who want a hardcore experience. This is like you play through every level in the game, one after the other, and you get a chance to get some lives back, but like losing a level, like losing a life is going to be really like, it's going to be a big deal when you do this in marathon mode. Okay, see you soon, Sam Squatch. We might not even keep the stream running too much later, guys. This was really just about the Upload VR showcase. That was the subject of this stream, guys, and that one's like, that's done and dusted. So I really just want to like answer any question you guys have about the you know, about what's coming out in 1.0, and also like the glass and the taggers was among my favorite. I got good at it. Yeah. It's really you have to be very careful and accurate with it, and also like understand the puzzle and then also time it. Yeah, that one was that's also one of my favorites, Goldie. I really like that one. So yeah, that's one of the other big announcements. So you can see here these the different levels. So that's just an example of like, we've got 100 mini games in there right now, guys.
New game mode.
Here we go. So yeah, you can see like heaps and heaps and heaps of levels to select from, and you can see each of them has a cost. So there's like a ticket price for everything that's on that board. Then you can unlock them and then get access to individual leaderboards for each of the games, not just the difficulty levels. And you can choose to run the games independently. So if you want to practice one level to get a really good high score, so that you can go back and like use it, like practice and get good at for marathon mode, or to play it on one of the difficulty levels for that leaderboard, then you can choose the games independently. That's another really big one. Yeah, Shear the Sheep is definitely one of the harder ones, Goldie, and it's fun, and like it's a little bit misleading because it feels like it should be like cutesy, but like it's one of the most hardcore levels of all the ones that you can possibly play. So yeah, heaps of new game modes coming as well, guys. So not just the you know, you can unlock new game modes and play those, and then yeah, the marathon mode is going to be the really big one. It's going to be one of the really big features because we did see a lot of people competing in the leaderboards,
including marathon mode.
So marathon mode is like, I'll rewind to that. Marathon mode is like all of the levels in one big run through with the same pool of lives and a very, very difficult leaderboard to compete on. It's yeah. I need to get a proper VR controllers. I mean, you can get the cool on-point VR controllers with the like pew, 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 and the like. So this goes in there. You can't get them. You can get the 3D print files to print yourself. If we get enough requests for these controllers, guys, we might do another printing run off them. But yeah, right now that's a very, very limited edition thing. Those controllers are. Oh shit! I'm interested. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It feels like very different to have the grip of the gun in your hand, and the weight of the the whole front of the gun makes the whole thing feel very different. And the other thing that we did, Sam Scotch, was we got we made the position of the gun match 1-to-1, if that makes any sense. It's like when you touch the gun in VR, it's like touching the real gun, because we actually printed the model. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, so with that said, that's the news, guys. That On Point 1.0 is coming in Q4. So let me get rid of that bar. Yeah, it's coming in Q4. So the end of the year. It's right? Hype? Is that not a hype? So yeah, big hype for that. That's the announcement, guys. And so Sam Scotch, you were saying you need to get proper VR controllers. The other thing that I'm really trying to get a sense of, I'm trying to get a read on whether people really want this, because I think it could go well on PC as an aim trainer, and not just as a VR game. So yeah, good thing you already own it. You're excited for the update. That's sick, Goldie. Yeah, it is. And I know that you're always like, you gave positive reviews and really awesome feedback. You really supported the game, so that was much appreciated. The other thing this means, Goldie, is like, I think you probably know a little bit about how the Steam algorithm works. If we manage to have a fairly successful 1.0 launch and convert a large number of our wish lists to sales, that could be huge, because it might feed the game back into circulation on Steam. So, and yeah, okay, I would play the aim trainer if that makes sense. I just have jank VR setup. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking of doing, is like making it into an FPS where you're fixed in place, but like it tests your shooting skills, your aiming and shooting. I think that could be a really new way to experience the whole game, and can open it up to a much wider audience than it's already are currently able to play it. So yeah, that's definitely planned. And that development process, if we go down the path of doing that, it'll be 100% streamed. I would stream the whole thing from start to end. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. That's what I'm looking at. These are my plans. And yeah, getting selected for the Upload VR Showcase was a real honor. I'm glad that we all got to share that event together and look through it, and also that we got to see all those other amazing VR games. The one that they finished on, the World War Z, looked freaking cool. That looked amazing. That zombie physics and the zombie hordes, that was really well done. And the other thing that stood out to me was the game that used Gaussian blotting for its rendering. That's worth checking out. Does anyone remember what that game was called? I might have to go and have a little bit more of a look at that. But yeah. But yeah, we talked about a lot of different games. We also talked about a lot of different developers locally doing some cool things. I'm queuing up another chat very soon with another developer for an interview. I've had some other people reach out. Goldie's got some guys lined up that would be really interested in doing an on-stream interview as well. So I think that was a huge hit when we did it with Meg. I really want to do something like that again. So stay tuned. I'm going to be working on making that happen, guys. But yeah, it's been a wild stream with On Point. This has been absolutely a short stream. I know that we've jumped on for an hour and a half now just to go through the VR showcase and to make the announcement. Did I reach out to them yet? No, sorry, Goldie. I've been just like so busy with life has been keeping me occupied, to say the least. It's been a lot. Nacho, we're just about to go. You haven't missed anything. I'm gonna wrap the stream up right now as well. And Goldie, I know you need to get to bed as well. So, Catholic life, hey. I mean, it's probably not as exciting as you think, Jacob. I'm sure it's not what you think. It's mostly like sitting up coding late and like trying to get on top of work and trying to get on top of the stream. I don't know if you guys realize, you probably do. You probably hear it from Fast too, that a lot goes into making a stream work behind the scenes. So that on top of my full-time job and stuff like that. And really actually the thing that's taking up so much of my time, and I'm absolutely loving this, is getting to be creative again, getting to code again, being able to have, like, you guys had, remember Virtual Dale came through the stream a few times? Virtual Dale, like Dale has made my life so much easier because he helps manage the business so that I can focus on like more of the creating stuff, and also so that I can focus on like, you know, a bit more of the marketing, right? Like what we're doing right now, this is so amazing because the big gap in On Point so far has been its marketing. I haven't been able to successfully market the game, but now I've found a way to do something I love, which is streaming and hanging out with you guys and like talking about things I'm really, really passionate about. I found a way to combine that and also help make the game a success so that I can make more games in the future. So that's what this has been, guys. I know like it might not feel like it, and that's probably the brilliant thing, but this, in a sense, this has actually been an advertisement for On Point, right? It's like, I'm learning this is the only way to make a proper go of being a game creator and creating computer games. So like, thank you for your enthusiasm, thank you for tuning in and watching it, thank you for your time and attention and loving On Point like I love it. That's really amazing of everyone. So it doesn't feel like it, but like we're getting way better. I'm getting way better at doing the marketing part of creating products and creating computer games especially. So it's been really, really cool to be able to share the fact that we got honored with an Upload VR showcase spot. That's really, really cool. And yeah, now all that's left to do is focus on the 1.0 for us. So we're going to be really busy at work with everything that we've got going on. Some very, very exciting potential new projects. Wink, wink. I'm sure that that's keeping me incredibly excited. And then also On Point. So there's lots to look forward to here in this stream. We're also going to be trying to support Fast with her tools. I think her tools are like, she's really loving what we've put together and has a lot of ideas for how to extend them. So I can't wait for the stream to continue to grow, guys. It's really been going very well. So I'm thrilled that you all tuned in to this. And we should look for someone to raid. Do we have any suggestions? Anyone got ideas for who's online that we could maybe send everybody across to? Let's have a quick look. Who else? It's really early, so there's a good chance that we're going to miss out on. Oh my God, Pestely's live. Why is he live? That's a very late stream for him. Should we raid Pest, guys? What do you think? Base code raid. Raid 2. I like Raid 2. Raid 2's sick. That's really cool. I feel like raiding Pestily right now would just be embarrassing. It's such a small group of people compared to his massive group of people. But then how big is his stream right now? 300? Not too bad. I mean, not too giant. I mean, maybe a little raid helps him right now. Anyway, what do you think? I used Raid 2 yet. I like Raid 2. That's very cool. That's very cool. That's awesome, Goldie. Let's see. Is there anyone else that I really would like to stream here? No, I think Pestily is he's the go-to. So he's who we're gonna raid. I don't know if you guys how well you know Pestily, but so I've been at PAX and I've been at South by Southwest. Pestily is a huge fan of On Point. I was really lucky to have him swing by the booth and I got to meet him, and I've managed to we've actually kept in touch, and I've gone and I've kept in touch with him, so I think he's even at the point where I consider him a friend at this point. So I really want to send him a raid if you guys don't mind heading over there with us. And then I know Goldie, you need to go to bed. Nacho's already gone to bed. Yeah, you know Pestily through Fast? Yeah, Pestily also knew me through Fast, which is why he came to say hi in the first place. But yeah. Okay, Jacob, go start your day. Let's get this raid going. So here we go. Let's send the whole thing across, and we'll wind down the stream. Thank you so much, guys, for coming through and for seeing the Upload VR announcement with me. I really appreciate you guys sharing this big event with me. It was a real honor to be included in that. So have a great night, and yay, 1.1.0, woo!